All right. Well, we're back. Miranda, can you tell them what you wanted to tell everyone?
Yeah. Yesterday was Earth Day, and I hope that everybody had a moment to feel grounded and to thank the Earth for everything that's happening, or not thank it for everything that's happening, but thank it that it is here to keep us grounded. And there's so many beautiful colors and animals.
Thank fuck for the coronavirus.
Fuck the virus, but our planet is still pretty, and I hope everybody finds a moment of their day to appreciate it, and donate to our Patreon.
Mother Earth wants you to donate to our Patreon.
You'd like to make love to Mother Earth. Dig a hole in the ground.
Dig a Mother Earth glory hole.
Sam, because of you, I listened to the fucking Childish Gambino album, the new one, and I literally laid on the grass and just listened to that and watched these like birds dance in the sky, and it was like trippy. It was a trippy little funky album.
Fuck yeah, yeah. Hey,
check out Childish Gambino's new shit too.
Yeah, if anyone listening right now knows Donald Glover or Donald Glover, if you just stumble across this stream, killer fucking tracks, man. It's a funky, fresh album. Dig it.
We dig it.
Also, if you're looking for music, another album to check out is RJD2's latest album. Really good. I've only listened to half of it, but
also, I hear another band coming out with a 6th single called Mascots with a K. I don't know.
Wow, cool self-promotion.
Fuck yeah. We should stream it during one of our breaks.
We will.
Great.
Oh, we will.
Seen it here, folks.
Anyone who donates to our Patreon, anyone who subscribes to our YouTube channel or donates, I will personally plant seeds in my backyard, grow them, and I will post pictures.
Yeah, and anyone
otherwise, fuck it, she's not.
Yeah, otherwise, fuck it. And anyone who
I
donates
definitely didn't
our...
go to Lowe's to buy like 2 giant bags of soil so that I could do it anyway. But
yeah,
hey.
And if anyone donates to our Patreon or subs us on YouTube at the Bottlecap Brigade, I will send you a personal DM of me just screaming as loud as I can for 5 seconds.
That's really cool, actually.
Wait, can it be Ong's like raging scream?
That's exactly, yeah.
I'll do one of each, and you don't know which one it's gonna be, but you'll get one of them.
You will know.
Nice.
It'll be like a mystery
you guys.
box.
Get on it. Get on it.
Hell yeah.
That now. Can you
right.
send it to us tonight?
I'll just do it randomly.
Miranda, you look like
stream.
a panda today.
I don't know where my other ears are, so this is the other option.
Yeah, I'm glad you have
those
multiple ears to put on.
I do.
Just opens her closet and it's just like this like IKEA
like 2 shirts,
organizational
2 shirts,
thing.
1 pants, and then just like a fucking row of ears. It's just like
We know that Miranda's a furry.
Furry gang.
Furry gang.
Furry gang.
That's awesome. Well, to anyone watching, yes, you have been listening to very interesting music as we talk about random things, and you're welcome. This is a playlist that I have called Sand, which is anytime we're in the desert. So I'm gonna listen to it right now, and it's actually a bit intense. So I'm gonna go to another track. There we go. This is a little better. Let's go through the people here. We got a couple different situations. Eridris, you're up first since you were a trooper waiting last time, and you wake up to the sounds of screams.
Oh God!
Yeah, in front of you is a very smelly, very unkept, homeless gentleman, and he's a mess. And he's like missing an eye. One of his ears are like gone completely, like as if he was in some sort of warfare. And he's dilapidated, and he's older, and it smells horrible, and he looks at you, he's like, "Why are you waking up in my lanes, eh?"
So real quick, before we get into this, did I get a short rest?
Yes. So it's the morning. You guys actually all got a long rest.
Our first long rest.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
And
Maybe our second.
for the D&D newbie, that's full HP, right?
Yeah, everything's back
Yep.
for you,
After long-
brother. You got your
Neat.
key
All right.
points and yeah.
Yeah, I'll use those next time. All right. Anyways, and back to the scene. I'm so sorry, sir. I did not realize that this was your alleyway. Is that how that works?
Yeah, you're looking at it. Down here, from where you can see down there to where we stand right here, this is oh my.
Oh, I must say, sir, you have an outstanding alleyway
You
here.
think
It's
so?
so well kept. Yes, it's so nice. I love how you've decorated, and I just like point at like the different piles of trash that are in the alleyways. Like this, very nice. The abstract art here is just impeccable.
And he like touches your nose and he's like, "You're blue."
Thank you very much. I sure am. Anyways, and I like pat around my pouches and I check my tie-dye sock. Is Steve in there?
He's not.
Okay. I'm sorry, sir. I never caught your name.
And he's already like turned away from you and he's digging through some trash. He's like, well, I'm golfing this.
Okay. Girlfriendness. You wouldn't have happened to have seen a snake wandering around, have you?
Oh.
I feel like I've heard this NPC before. Weird.
Rude.
I feel like I
well-
know who this NPC is.
I don't know
So
what you guys
weird.
are talking about.
You're like literally fuck off, Janelle.
I mean,
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just laughs and turns into digging through the trash some more.
Well, thank you for your time. And I want to look around on the ground to see if I can see any indicator of where Steve might have gone.
Okay. Yeah, and as you do, he's like, "A penny!
Oh, good find.
A penny for your time!"
I'll tell you what. You don't have to give me anything. But if you have something that you'd like to mention and you can make it fast, I must find my friend.
I'll only give you one thing.
Mm-hmm.
A receipt.
Okay.
I just found one. You can have it. And he just hands you a receipt.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
It's very valuable.
Excellent.
It's worth
And
a lot.
I look at the receipt.
Yeah, on it is just like it's just markings of different things. You notice one interesting thing though. It says that someone had recently purchased a small pony. And you thought that was strange.
Huh. Well, this is interesting. Thank you so much for giving this to me.
Yeah. It was
and
signed.
I put that in my inventory.
It was,
Go ahead.
It was signed by a man named Krill.
Okay. That rings a bell, but I can't quite remember where. Anyway, thank you so much, and I put it into my inventory, and I want to try to find Steve.
Okay.
So, is there any indicator of where he might have gone?
Yeah. So you look around, and there's like some kind of like, we'll call them dumpsters, but containers of trash, and then a lot of like crap and barrels and crates and stuff. And you don't see Steve.
Yeah, barrels of feces, of course.
There's some fecal matter.
Yeah.
As you head further down into the alleyway, you notice one of the barrels like shaking, and you just hear like.
Okay. And I go in and I open up the barrel.
You open up the barrel. Immediately, a cat lands on your face and claws into your cheeks.
Oh, okay.
You take 5 points of damage.
Shit!
Strong cat.
1d4 plus 1. That was unfortunate, brother.
So I take the cat. I was like, excuse me, what's all this about?
It's like,
because my staff lets me talk to it.
It's like trying to claw at your face.
Hey, calm down. Let's talk this out. Let's talk it out.
Yeah, I mean, it's freaking out. It's a feral cat.
Oh, so feral cats can't talk, but squirrels can? I have a staff that lets me talk to small animals,
God.
Austin.
Hold on.
Play this character, goddammit.
What did I write in that, though? What were the descriptions?
Let's see. To be honest, I might have erased it. And if you're looking for specific wording,
I felt like it was small rodents and reptilians.
I just put
reptiles.
I talk to small animals.
Don't try and talk your way out of this.
You said small animals, dog.
I don't know.
Wildwood's benevolence.
Like a Yorkie.
+5 to hit, 1d8 +3, which is my modifier, and +1 acid damage. And in here, I talk to small animals.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So, wait, you this is the first you're hearing is it's like clawing at you, and then like you like hold it with one hand, and like you just touch your staff or your quarterstaff for a second, and you see him, and he's still like freaking out. But what you see is like, kind sir, I would strongly encourage you to put me down. I am not in a good mood, having quite an unhappy night.
Oh, I'm so sorry. And I set him down. It's like, have you perhaps seen a small snake by the name of Steve?
Couple things at play here. First, I have quite the headache, a bit of a hangover, significantly too much milk, if you know what I mean. And next...
Oh, I love milk.
No. And he just looks at you and he's like... Anyway, and the other thing is, yes, Steve's in the barrel. He's a dick. We tried to hang out. Turns out, not quite a gentleman.
That sounds like Steve. I'll have a talk with him.
And you just hear like, "Hey, Dad!" from the barrel.
Steve, hey, come on up here, buddy. And I reach my hand into the barrel and so that he can crawl up.
Yeah.
So it sounds like you weren't on your best behavior.
Oh, Dad, you don't even know the half of it.
Yeah, I don't. I would like to know a little bit about what you did.
And he just goes into your pocket. And he's like, "It'll be great, Dad. Oh, also I found this." And he pops up with like a purple gem. He's like, "I found this in the streets, Dad. It's for you."
Oh, thank you, son. Very nice. And I wanna take a look at it.
Yeah.
Take a closer look at it.
This is what I'm gonna call it, but it's a purple amethyst.
Oh, hell yeah. Sweet.
Anyone that's like smart on that's probably not the right.
You picked the correct color.
Did I? Oh my god.
You did, yeah.
They can also be
fact,
pinkish as well.
Yeah, and green ones. But purple amethyst is slightly redundant.
Most common.
I wasn't sure.
Indeed. No, you nailed it, buddy.
Cool.
It's like, okay, well, I'll tell you what. We are gonna have a talk later about being on your best behavior, but for now, I'm just gonna put this in my pocket and let's go find the rest of the Bottlecap Brigade. Am I right?
Yeah. So we'll cut away from you in the alleyway.
Side note, out of game, there is a thrift store here in Boise. Boise, Idaho is where we're streaming from, and there's a thrift store here that actually has 2 giant amethyst like sculptures that look like a half dick.
What?
It's like it's like a geode, but it's like if you put them together, it would be a giant phallic penis made of rock amethyst. It's the it's one over by Overland. It's not the big giant antique market, but it's another one.
Oh
Do
my
they
God.
know this? Like, do they market it that way, or is it just like?
No, but they
okay.
should. No, but they
Yeah.
should.
Check out
That's
our
a
big
major
purple
missed
dicks.
opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I have a,
Why
I-
not?
Only one in the
I'll-
valley.
the next time I go after this whole thing, I'll send you guys pictures. But anyway,
Yeah.
that just was
Oh,
important.
On
It was important.
on Mondays, it's 50% off yellow tags, and on Tuesdays, it's 60% off phallic items.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen that are watching the stream right now, follow us on Instagram, and you will see posted to our story a picture of said penis amethyst that Janelle is talking about right now.
Yes.
Okay, I'll find it.
We'll scope it out. We'll make it happen. Well, that's quite a commitment. Everyone jump on that. Anyone who watches this a little later, it is April 23rd, 2020. And after that, it will be hard to find.
Oh
It's
my
all about
gosh.
that content.
Hello.
Hello.
All right. Well, if it's all right with everyone, we're going to continue the session. We haven't even hit the notes that I wrote yet.
I
so
know.
We're
Yeah, this is typical.
This is pretty normal. On, you're sleeping very soundly, and we will come back to you very soon. Tack, I don't really care about you. So,
I don't really care about you.
I'm just kidding. You will come into play very soon, no doubt. To Yuya and Jolie, you are sleeping like best friends, opposite ends of one small bed.
Yeah.
And Jolie, you're sleeping, and like there's like this, it's like an angry foot that's continuously like tapped against your cheek. And you,
God, ew.
and you've woken up a couple times throughout the night from this. Like it used to be just like a normal sneaky foot, but now it's like an angry foot. You know, that keeps tapping on you, like slightly barbaric with its tapping.
I've got a little bit of like little like little clawed toes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's to you, yes, but
Yeah.
I thought you were literally saying a foot is like woken me up.
It's to use foot.
Just a foot. Okay, gotcha.
You have to explain that better because, frankly, like in this type of fucking world that we've been in, it could be anything.
That's true.
It's like the hand from the Addams family, but it's a foot.
Yeah.
It's an angry foot.
I was laughing so hard. I thought it was so funny.
It's like the episode of there's an episode of Courage the Cowardly Dog, and it's Eustace turns into a giant foot, and all of the individual toes are like gang members.
I remember.
I need to watch that.
Dude, Courage the Cowardly Dog is
ridiculous.
borderline like the best cartoon of our childhood.
incredible.
I would say, like,
Yeah.
it's pretty
Oh, yeah.
dark and intense too. Anyway, if you need
He's
inspiration,
like, we're gonna put the squeeze on you.
yeah, any DMs who are trying to write a homebrew, like, just watch Courage and maybe smoke a little weed. Just get in the right zone that you need. All right. And
Wait,
just
wasn't
Courage.
there a Clifford dog too? Was that a show?
Clifford the Big Red Dog, the
Clifford.
kids show.
Yeah.
That's a PBS. That is definitely very different. But that's PBS.
Yeah, I read those books to the kids.
Wait, what show are you guys talking about?
Can you imagine an episode of Clifford the Big Red Dog where like
Like
the
a
owner
crossover.
turns into a foot
With gang members.
and they're gang member toes?
Yeah, it's because the person, like, I think it was Muriel. Muriel got swallowed up by a big, disgusting fungus, and it turned into like a whole foot that was swallowing her whole. And Courage was like doing his thing, freaking the fuck out, being super anxious, trying to figure out how to, like, obviously get her out of there. And it was just a whole thing. And they were like basically like mafia members. That was like what they modeled them after. And they wanted them, like, these toes wanted him to like do all this random stuff for them so that they wouldn't swallow her up and turn into a whole leg.
So
Sounds
if
trippy.
that doesn't
Like,
sound
what
like
the fuck
Clifford,
is
I
a
don't
kid
know.
is this at all?
well, Taylor,
That show's nuts.
to summarize, Taylor, you haven't missed fucking anything.
Sorry.
So
We haven't started.
We were talking about Courage the Cowardly
been-
Dog.
And then I thought it was Clifford the Big Red Dog.
Very different.
We've been off track your entire absence.
several times. I'll like say 2 sentences and someone will be like, "Oh, do you guys remember in Disneyland like that ride? That's fucking crazy." And I'll be like, "No,
I
dude."
remember.
Yeah.
It's the member berries from South Park.
Yeah, you remember? You remember me?
Oh boy!
I remember.
All right. Taylor, you're still sleeping, so don't worry about it. At the moment. You went to bed.
I haven't drank anything and I'm so giggly right now.
That's awesome.
You guys are funny.
It's that ketamine.
Oh yeah, right.
Oh, all right, so
Don't do ketamine, kids.
you two wake up, right? And Jolie, I only just wanted to clarify that she's been keeping you up. Like you'd like sleep for 2 hours, and eventually she'd like wake you up again with her movements and stuff.
I'll just keep pushing it away.
Yeah. And you continue
I
to do
worked at a
so.
workbench.
And you hear just this like strong, consistent tapping against your bed frame. And it's like bam, 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 bam.
Do you hear that?
Huh? What?
Listen.
Man, I slept so good last night.
So you guys,
Yeah,
just
me
to
too.
clarify, I didn't say bedroom door, but bed frame. So you guys are both waking up, staring at each other, having this conversation, saying, "Do you hear that?" As in your peripheral, you can see that there is someone in the room that was tapping the bed frame with their cane.
Oh, well, frankly, we fell asleep drunk. So if you've ever drank so much that you wake up the next day and you're still drunk, possible.
And
the fuck are you?
Stay tuned for tomorrow.
You turn.
I immediately like turn around and like grab one of my weapons. Like, who are you? Why are you in our room?
Let's talk about that. So you go to grab your weapon, and when you grab this weapon, like you're kind of like tired, right? And things are still blurry, and you're like, and you grab it, and it feels like the eyes that you squished. And you're like confused for a second, and you look back into your hand, and you notice that it's not eyes, but it's actually a massive, great javelin, and it doesn't even barely fits in the room.
I'm like,
yeah, and you're like holding the handle of this thing as it's resting against the other side of the wall. And you can't even pull it out, right? And you can just lift it enough because of your newfound strength. And you can write down your inventory. You're now holding Nista's Great Shadow Javelin.
what, bro? You're wild. You wild.
It is a giant black javelin with 2 curved leopard fangs at the end.
What the fuck? That's sick as hell.
It's 1d10 plus 1. 1d10 plus 1 to stealth checks while you have it in your inventory.
Okay, one sec. Let me get to my.
It's a two-handed weapon,
here.
right?
It is a 2-handed weapon. It's massive.
Sick.
It's like a great axe, but it is a spear, javelin.
Throw it like this. The long way. Horizontally.
How am I supposed to even like get this anywhere?
I don't know, but Janelle, you're like frozen in such an awesome way that if you just stay like that the rest of the session and just have your voice come through, it'd be awesome.
Cool.
Yeah, your voice comes through fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like stuck in this excited moment.
I'm on a different screen. Nista's two-handed. It's a two-handed Nista's spear.
Nista's Great Shadow Javelin.
Okay. Great Shadow Javelin.
Great Shadow Javelin.
Can you?
And what is it? What's the damage?
It's 1d10.
1d10.
And while you
plus
have it,
Dex?
No.
Just
Plus,
1d10.
No, it's plus your strength.
Oh.
You can't use it as a rogue, but as a barbarian, you can.
Mamma mia. Plus strength. Anything else I need to know about this?
Yes, while you hold it, you have a +1 to stealth checks while it's physically out.
Wow.
which is
Wow.
ironic.
Yes.
Which is crazy. It's +1 to stealth.
Yes.
That's dope. That means my stealth is like an 8.
Yes.
+8. My stealth modifier is an 8.
You had to reach certain.
Dang.
You had to reach certain
Nice.
conditions for that to work out, and you did.
+1 stealth.
Anyway, sorry for the giant break. You wake up and try to grab this thing, and you're like, "What?" And you like can't move it, and it's like stuck in the room. And you guys look over, and you see a very old, gray-colored turtle.
God damn it. Yeah,
He's-
boy.
He's using his cane to like bang against the bed frame. He's like, "No, it's about time you've woken up."
Do you know this guy, Tayuya?
You know what? Unfortunately, I do. It's the same guy, right? The same turtle.
Grackle.
You do not know this.
Grackle.
You do not know this turtle. And
He's a different turtle?
Indeed, the different old turtle.
A different old turtle?
and
Okay.
Never be a young turtle.
He's like,
So I thought you were
It
hinting
sounds
at. I was like,
exactly
oh, yeah.
the same as the other turtle, but it's a different turtle.
certainly.
You can see why I was confused. You know what?
know.
I don't know who this is.
Certainly,
Okay.
you know who I am.
Uh,
I think it's a little strange that you just came knocking in on our door and walked into the room.
yeah, I'm like a kid, so that's pretty creepy, man.
Were you watching us while we slept?
I
You did.
have lived for 4,000 years.
And in those 4,000 years, you haven't learned how to knock on a door? Interesting. Okay.
Time has gone by very, very slowly for me, and I have waited for you to bring the letter for me.
The letter?
What letter?
Oh.
My
It's in my notes.
associate Grackle sent a letter for me.
Showing us.
Well, I don't have that letter.
I don't know who does anymore.
Is that what you're showing, Joe?
I do.
You have
Yep.
the letter?
And you.
Who has it?
Togu has it?
I wrote down
I have the letter.
the
I
info
do.
about it.
All right, we'll come back to that.
I do.
And so
Well,
I have Yep.
he turns to you and says, "You are here to deliver a letter to me?"
Oh, yeah, somebody else from our party, I think, has it. They're probably in the inn somewhere.
yeah, we'll meet you there. I'm sure you'll be a while.
Well, you can find me at Savannah Wall. That's where my shop is.
As a lawyer?
Who said that?
Meta.
Indeed to your thoughts, I am the town's lawyer.
Tiu just gets up with her new spear and walks out of the door.
We walk
How
by,
long are your trials if you're a lawyer, Turtle?
fastest court sessions this side of the Mississippi Desert.
Huh. I'll just walk out the door and follow Tayuya.
So you guys both leave him in your room, and he's like, and he like ambles out very slowly through the door, and leaves. And goes to Savannah Law.
We're just like,
I
what
feel
the
like
fuck is
that's
this?
like classic to Yuya, like exiting an awkward conversation.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. If
I was still
something's
drunk.
awkward and I don't know what's going on, I'm just like, I'm just gonna leave.
Yeah, I'm out. I can't do it. Okay, and Ong, you wake up as to you like trips over your leg.
Blah! Oh, why'd you leave your arm in the middle of the floor?
Kittens, he's just cute, and I kind of just like stumble awake. No, what to you? You're still alive. You're not dead, and I kind of poke her in the face a little bit.
I'm just like, this giant finger just pokes me in the face. I'm like, you smell funny.
Well, hey,
Yeah.
when he touches your face for like a second, you feel like this like weird like connection of rage.
Ooh.
I'm like, ugh. Don't do that.
Yeah,
fucking
fucking
weird.
pisses you off, don't it?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
A lot.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm
way more
used to
than
that.
it should.
You gotta learn how to channel it in a little bit. I can already tell you're a little bit more pissed off than you were yesterday. Getting almost deaded kind of tends to make you pisted, you know?
Yeah, when it's like your fourth or fifth time, I can't even remember it at this point, getting killed, which is the proper word. But
yeah. Hey, let me give you a little bit of a inside track. Just because you got this giant fucking spear, I don't know how you're even lifting that, but if you make a real high pitched, intense wail before you go to fuck some shit up, sometimes you do a little bit better at it. Yeah.
Well, I've seen you do that before, and it doesn't seem that intimidating, but somehow it works.
Hey, I hit real hard. Heather really likes it when I do that as well. So
she does.
Yeah. Well, I guess I've always wanted to be
today?
strong like you, Wong. So maybe this is what's happening.
I don't blame you. You'll be lifting 1,080 pounds by yourself in no time. I'll tell you what.
Heck yeah.
What are we all doing today?
Yeah, all right.
We found this weird turtle guy. He showed up in our room, and apparently he's looking for somebody with a letter.
Yeah, we need to go to Savannah shop or something.
Jesus. All right. Well, I'm a little bit hungover, but I'll follow y'all.
All right.
Where is Togu?
Are you asking me? Togu went into his room to sleep. And Tak, you hear the three of them out in the hallway, and it wakes you up.
Tak's just bummed.
I am slightly annoyed.
Yeah.
He's like, well,
internally he's like, yeah. And I was kind of hoping that they would leave me behind, so I don't have to deal with the craziness anymore. But I know they're gonna wake me up anyways, so I just stretch, roll out of bed, walk out, wave, just start following them.
The roll of Tak.
Hey Tak, look at this cool spear. And can I barely miss him as I
Yeah, you almost hit several things as you move it. You miss hitting Ong in the stomach, and he's like, whoa, then you knock over a couple cups off a table. You're swinging around, and then you bring it finally to Tak.
I'm like, isn't this sweet?
Yeah, just be careful. Please.
Well, duh. I just slam it back down. How am I gonna carry this thing everywhere?
Yeah. So I don't know how tall you are to you. Yeah, I'm assuming between 4 and 5 feet or something.
She's 4 feet.
I'm 4'11". That's
nice. Okay. I would say this.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I would say the whole thing is
cool.
about 6.5 feet.
Oh my gosh.
I'd just like to say to you, if you ever need me to transport that object for you, you seem to be getting your feet underneath you a little bit with it. It is not even up to like my shoulder blades. I am more than happy to just strap it on my back. I can definitely get it for you if you need.
Yeah, I think that might be the best because this thing's pretty heavy, and also it's taller than me.
All right, I'll take it with her if she'd like, and I'll just cross guard it with Heather.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this, Ong. If you were to use this weapon to you, it would do less damage because it's not a great weapon to you.
Well, that's less effective than Heather.
Certainly, I would say it's like a
yeah.
1d6 for you.
I can throw it.
Yes, just to clarify that if you were to use it, if that was your secret intention.
No.
All right. So yes, you strap it onto your back. Now you have a great axe and a great javelin.
Okay, how about you don't forget I got this on my back for you, so I don't.
Oh, trust me, I
that
won't.
Shit. All right, sounds
That
great.
thing is so cool.
At the rate that he gets iced, he will forget. So.
Indeed.
Yeah. So you guys just you just hear a scream from outside. The four of you.
Is it a what gender of scream? Is it a high pitched scream or
it is?
Is it someone we know?
I mean, as far as you know, I don't think you know them, but it's very feminine.
Ong would like to kick the fucking door down and go see what the fuck's going on.
Gosh.
Okay.
Like
Yeah, so
Togu's Tavern,
trail
R.I.P.
him.
You bust the hell out of this door like it's hits the ground, right? And as you come out into the front, and it's like you're in the main street of half town inside the city of Skolling, and there's some vendors are still set up. For the most part, people are trying to rebuild and refigure out what's going on in the city. And you look over on to try and figure out where the scream came from, and you just see Erigis freaking out, and there are like a couple rats running around his body, and he's like,
Oh my God.
How far away are the rats from my person?
You're muted, Austin.
Okay, time out. Wait a second. How would I not be talking to these rats, for the record? I have a what? We just went over this.
Yeah,
You guys are dancing together.
Let's have this conversation, Austin, if you want to dive into that world.
Yeah, you gotta be 3 rats.
Let's hear it.
While
3 different rat voices.
after you had the whole encounter with the homeless man, from his like a body, he's covered in gunk, and some rats like that were living like in his clothes like left and approached you.
Ooh,
And
Willard.
immediately, 2 rats approach you.
Steve.
And Steve doesn't react. He's now sleeping because he was up all night.
Oh, I guess he's full. Hi guys.
And they look at each other like, this guy right here, he seems very weak.
Oh yeah.
I assure you, I'm not weak. But I'm just gonna bid you good day, and you guys can do your thing. I'm gonna go and do my thing. I'm a hero. Gonna find the Bottlecap Brigade. The rest of my friends.
Holy cream cheese canola! Can he hear us?
Yes. Actually, I can. You see this? And I pull out my staff. It's like, this lets me talk to small animals.
You speak to our languages.
Yeah, I said that.
He turns to the other one. He's like, Jeffrey. He speaks the rat language.
My name is Jeff.
Yeah. He's like, James, I cannot believe that. Like, we must explore his whole body to find out the source of this issue.
That won't be necessary.
They both
I'm very
attack.
ticklish.
I mean, they're
I'm so
coming at
ticklish.
you.
Wait, what?
They both attack. and they jump on. Okay, let's do grapples.
How big are these rats?
Big, fat rats, very fat.
Wait, what the hell?
Are they like? Are they like a liter
these-
size soda size?
I mean,
Yeah, your typical liter size Russian Spanish rats.
Yeah.
New York City pizza rat.
Whenever you ask
Yeah.
questions about rats, it has a Russian narrator.
It's freaking Splinter, dude. It's
Okay.
Splinter's cousin.
What did you roll as a strength
Sliver?
roll? Strength roll.
Oh, I didn't roll at all. Sweet. Is this just a regular strength roll, or is this a saving
20,
throw?
No, 20 plus your strength.
It's 18.
Oh wow! All right.
Yeah,
Well,
I got a 19 minus 1. Bitch.
You're like, that's more than I thought.
rock on. One of them jumps onto your arm and you immediately like fling it. It goes. "Ah!" It's like as it's flying through the air. It's like, "I'll be back for you."
It's like I'm ticklish. I told you I'm very strong, but I'm ticklish.
And then the other one jumps and he's like, "For James!" And he like jumps onto your
For
body.
James.
And he, because the other one was named James. He's like, "For James!" And he jumps onto your body. He's like, "Ha ha!" And he like starts running around you. And he's like tickling you on every step of it. It like cut out because you blew your microphones like
That was
input
amazing.
volume.
That's the sound that everybody heard.
Yes, and as
Yeah.
you
We all
guys,
just like in the alleyway, just like staring, like letting him deal with it, and just watching.
I'm not helping. I am consciously not
Okay,
assisting
good.
with this
I'm
situation.
definitely inter-fucking-tamed. It brings us back. I toss a bottle cap as it's happening at him. Great
ask-
entertainment.
I ask if I may have a bottle cap as well.
Sure, buddy. And I
Thank
slipped
you.
him one, too.
I
Hey,
add one bottle
Idris!
cap.
Use your heroic abilities.
Just stop. That's not funny right now. And I want to make an attempt to grab the rat.
okay, as you do that, he's like, "Ha ha! Your nipples are mine."
No, those are
Yeah,
especially
choose
ticklish.
one.
Let's do just a.
He has 3.
Let's just do a dexterity roll.
Hell yeah, we're gonna do it. Fuck 8.
Oh yeah, you go to like grab and you just slap your pec really hard. And you just hear him go, "Ha ha! Now I go down below."
Whoa, take a shot at it.
That's the most. That's the most tick. Where are we talking? Steve and I.
Backside down below.
Steve, help me out.
And you just hear him go like take a deep breath. He's like, "Time for a tramp step, hombre!" And he like bites into your like lower back.
Okay.
And you take
You're making me take so much
you take
damage.
1 damage.
But you have a tramp stamp.
It's like 4. It's like it's like 3 teeth.
That's lovely.
Sweet. So while
Fucking
he's
cute.
while he has his 3 teeth embedded in my lower back, I want to make a grab while he's there.
Yeah, you grab him.
Okay, sweet. It's like, and I look at him. I'm like, that was not very nice. And I just want to like smack him, just like on the face.
Okay. Yeah. So you hold him. You're like, "That's not very nice." And you smack him in the face. He looks at you just with the satisfaction. And he turns to you and he just goes, "Squeak, squeak, squeak, squeak." And he turns to all of your friends like, "Squeak, squeak."
Wow, Idris. I didn't know you were an animal abuser.
I didn't abuse. Did you see what he just gave me? A tramp stamp, and I turned around and I want to like show it to him. Like, what is it?
Oh,
Is
don't
it
show us
bad?
your butt. Gross.
I'm not showing you. Damn it! It's my tramp. He bit me.
It's my tramp stamp.
He bit. It's my lower back. He bit me.
Dude, what's wrong with you?
Nothing's wrong. Can we get back to saving the town? Can we please get back to saving the town? God damn it! Like I've been talking to fucking animals for like 30 minutes.
And damn, is it entertaining.
While you guys are having this conversation, Toku, you were sleeping so soundly until you woke up to like 3 shrieks, like very painful shrieks. It went through like 4 layers of walls to the top, right? And you like got up and you're like, fuck this, what the fuck? And you like get up out of bed, you go down the stairs, through the basement, up into the Great Hall, and you keep hearing shrieks, and you're like, oh my god, like you're like full of rage, right? And you go through the Great Hall, up into the bar, and through the now broken ass fucking front door of the tavern, and you walk out and you see the whole group, and Ergis just freaking out, showing everyone his ass.
What the fuck, guys?
On kick down the
think
door,
I'm
and
still
Adris keeps trying to
drunk.
show us his butt.
That's
Sorry about
not
your
true.
door, friend.
Stop.
Look at his new
All of
transit.
you,
There's so
all
much
of you,
context.
stop. I don't care about context. Okay? Ergis,
You
put your
froze at the
fucking
perfect
pants
time.
back on.
I did.
Okay.
I lowered him a little bit just in case.
Don't talk.
Okay.
Put your pants back on. Why'd you kick down the door? I
am very
assumed it was
strong,
you.
and there are no consequences for minor fraudulent actions that I might take. Because I am large.
I'm gonna slowly walk up to Ong and punch him in the dick.
Which one?
Just because it's like straight.
Can I roll to oppose his strength check with just a dick-heartedness, like
You just wanna have a hard
reflection
dick?
roll to like hurt his knuckles? You know what I mean?
Wait, so just to be clear,
Dicks just don't hard.
you
Mountain
This is
giant
ninth
sticks,
grade.
dude.
okay,
Ah.
here we go.
If you were
No, he's a
15,
boner.
You're going Togu, you're going to make a strength check with advantage, and Ong, you're going to do a performance check.
That's fair. I like that.
All right, I got it.
Yeah, what do we got, boys?
Nope. I got a 4.
I rolled an 11.
Nice. So Ong, you stare at him, and you're like thinking of like different things. You're like ponies, no, not ponies. Scorpions, no. You're like, okay, beautiful women, and it comes to you at the last second, and you manage to get you manage to do something with your body that would result in a hardening, as you described.
Quarter chest.
But some people and some
Once
gas
every long
stations
rest.
might call might call a half chub.
Half chub.
Yes, and,
Or a slow grow.
Toku, you take your fist with your ring hand and you just punch straight into his pelvic area,
Chubby.
punishing him.
Punch that chub.
Let's do this.
Wait, before I take damage, I'd like to take a reaction and use Stone's Endurance
My
to
God.
reduce it. To reduce any damage I get dealt by this by 1d12 plus 3. So
Wow.
8. So
Okay, well, Togu,
my penis turns into a stone. So
All right,
That's
we're
not
gonna-
what happens.
It just flings Togu.
Togu.
I hate that that's a thing that Sam has. What the fuck?
It's a
Goliath thing.
useless waste of his skill, and he's just assuming that nothing else is going to happen this session. So, which is fair at this point. Fair to assume.
Yeah.
Taylor,
Oh my God.
it's 1d4 if you're unarmed, unless you're using a weapon.
I'm unarmed.
Okay, so 1d4 plus your strength, which I think can't go over 8.
My
Oh
strength
my gosh.
-1.
Okay.
So I rolled. Yeah. So I got a 2.
All right. 2.
Sam is healed from it.
So his, I'm trying to say this poetically, but his elongated appendage was stronger than your punch.
His hard cock was stronger than my knuckles.
He's
And
like a rock.
you took 1 damage, and one of your knuckles like popped.
I did?
Yeah.
Did I take damage?
And
It
so
turned to stone.
you punch his testicles, his dick, and you're just like, oh, and you just hear like immediately like a, and like one.
And I
Yeah,
just like to
how the
look
fuck do
down
I
at him.
take damage?
I just like to look down at him and just like, yeah, you know.
Now you have a giant rock boner.
Yeah, I am fully erect. Fully erect.
I'm really hoping that Togu's mom walks
Are
by
his-
at some point
are his-
soon.
Shut the
So
fuck
okay,
up.
I know this is like a technical issue, but I want to bring it up. So technical issue with the rock hard, literally rock hard dick. Pants. What are these pants made out of?
Please tell me
Oh,
where
they're
Good
pleated.
point. Good point.
Because imagine it would break through
would.
Yeah, no.
depending on the material.
Wow.
Because at this point,
He
my
has sweatpants on.
my dick has
Sweatpants
literally
on.
been. So let me explain. So at this point, my dick has literally been encapsulated by stone, and so I kind of picture Ong as kind of the terry cloth kind of guy,
Yeah,
or
that's what I was thinking.
kilt kind of fella. So
I was
I'm
thinking.
lifting
Dick
up
under
a
a
little bit right now. Yeah, yeah.
And you guys are
Okay.
giving me shit because I wanted you to take a look at my tramp stamp. This is bullshit.
I'm just
I
mad
just
you
was curious
kicked
out of
fucking
game
door to my
the
car.
logistics of how I need to be imagining this.
let's squash this and just say that all of you guys.
No, I
you-
want to spend
no.
more time.
Let me be clear. I'll summarize. You guys all saw like a hardened, like stone version of his dick for like 3 seconds.
Yeah.
All right, as it flashed between his loincloth and went back down in the wind.
I'm just like, dude,
Oh,
not cool.
Well,
Is that in
don't
reaction
don't
to
try and
Togu
be hitting
touching
in
it?
me. Yeah, don't try and be hitting me in the dick.
It
you
was-
don't, you
it
don't
was
got
so
work.
Don't try to kick down my. Don't not try. You did. Don't kick down my door. I would have punched you
what
in
I
the face,
want.
but I couldn't reach. So this was the closest head I could punch.
why don't you just put his door back? You can just do that, can't you?
Yeah, and I'd like to pick the door back up and just kind of throw it back up against the building.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so as you pick up this door and you throw it, and as the loincloth slowly covers your surprisingly average-sized manhood, you throw this door and it lands right where it
Average
should
size
be.
for his body.
Yeah, you would think that it would be different, but it was surprisingly proportional.
It was
You know,
normal,
just,
yeah.
just super makes sense. And and it lands right where it should be, except that it is no longer hinged and is pointless.
Good.
See, that looks
I guess-
good, doesn't it, Togu? That'll work, right?
If I say yes, will we stop messing with it and move on?
Make that creepy
Yes, sir.
brother of yours fix it.
We're not making any promises.
It
Y'all,
looks
this
fine.
has
fine.
Never said
been
that we
the
were
best
carpenters.
morning ever.
It looks fine.
Wow, you're grouchy this morning, Togu.
I was
Let's make
woken up by
mimosas.
I was woken up by screaming, and then my front door to my bar was kicked off. Like, you can understand why I'm a little upset.
I'm
Your bar's
sorry.
back
Oh,
together
yeah.
now, sir.
Just blame it on the giant centipede.
The giant centipede.
Yeah, do you guys
Um,
have centipede insurance around here?
Oh
I
yeah,
wonder
by
Get
the way,
some money.
hey, since we're all together again, by the way, Julie and I got woken up by this weird old turtle man, and he
Oh
was saying,
shit! Was it Prantha?
what? We didn't
he
catch his
talked-
name.
He talked real slow, and he's a lawyer, I guess.
Oh, maybe we can talk to him about centipede insurance.
No,
Absolutely.
stop.
Maybe he sells it.
No, guys, remember when we were sitting having breakfast and that turtle came by? Like, I still have the letter. We're supposed to give it to Prantha. Was that Prantha?
Maybe.
If a
He's
Prantha
at
works at
he's at the
Savannah
law
Law.
place.
Where does he work? Where?
Savannah Law, or shop, or law. Savannah Law.
Well, let's fucking go. I have the letter right here. Wah-ha!
Sweet hero stuff.
Yeah. On our way there, I want to pull out the receipt.
Your rock hard receipt.
No, I'm not gonna pull out my rock receipt, Taylor. You said you wanted to move on.
Sorry.
I'll honor that commitment.
I'm the worst.
Yeah,
I'm gonna pull out the receipt.
Trust me, Toga. You don't want him to show us. You don't want him to show his blue ass to us again.
Oh, I do. Show us the new tramp stamp.
I'll show you later. I have I can't stop thinking about this. Hey, Tayuya, what was the name of that guy that you bought the pony from? Was it? It wasn't Curl by chance, was it?
So technically, I didn't buy the pony.
Wait, you've been telling everybody that you bought the pony and then it's your pony. You mean to tell me that you didn't buy the pony?
It's my pony. It's my horse. But, it's technically Togu's horse until I pay him back.
Well, this is awkward.
Okay, well, I don't know what you're even talking about. And you have a tramp stamp because you got attacked by rats.
Okay, we're talking
about you gonna cry? You gonna cry?
No, I'm not gonna cry. I just want to know.
Where's Savannah Law?
I don't know. Where's Togu?
Hold on. While you guys are talking,
or arguing,
a rat flies from a roof, and he's like, "I'm James, and I'm back!" And he attacks on and lands onto your neck, and he's like,
"Time out!"
And he bites straight into your neck.
Can I get a reaction?
I back up and sit down, and I'm ready for another show. I'm so stoked.
Can I get a reaction on this?
Sure.
Since it's kind of because a rat flying at me is kind of a missile.
It kind of is. That's kind of what that's
yes.
So
I like where you're going with this.
I get to deflect missiles on this.
Yes.
That's sick. Yeah, blast that bitch into oblivion.
If any enemy jumps at Eredris in the future, he jumps and slices at you. You're like, it's a 400-pound orc. You're like, projectile.
Projectile can be things.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see.
Sure
I
can.
can use my reaction to deflect or catch a missile when I'm hit by it. Yeah, I just want to deflect it. So this missile's coming at me that happens to be a rat named James, and I just want to frickin' backhand it as hard as I can.
Okay, I think you have to roll something, right? What is your?
Nope.
It's a key point.
Oh, key point.
Well, I don't even have to spend a key point unless I want to catch it and throw it at a specific thing. I just want to deflect it.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Well, then you can't deal damage, but you deflect it.
Does it deflect into anything that makes it injured?
Yeah, DM.
Yeah, so you smack it away, and it immediately lands on Ong's rock hard boner.
At this point, I'm back to about a half chub.
Yes,
you are. To be quite fair.
It
but
bounces on a trampoline.
which makes it vulnerable as it starts to scratch you.
This is so weird. I'm not helping anyone with this.
Love it.
That's pretty. You can't backwards. 19.
Just tell me
19.
what you rolled. Yeah.
Rolled a 91.
That'll hit.
You take 3 points of damage as your dick is cut up.
I can eat it. I would like to. After getting bit on the penis by the rat, I would like to very calmly grab it by the scruff of its little rat neck and just pick it up and say, "Little rat friend, I'm gonna put you in a bag and I'm gonna put you next to a penis that I cut off a while ago, so you have something to gnaw on, but don't gnaw too much on it, and I won't kill you, okay?"
And you just hear squeak, 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 squeak.
Okay, and then I would like to put him in my bag.
Okay. You can write this
I have to be James
somewhere,
forever.
wherever you want, Ong, but you have James the rat.
Pet.
And,
How big
Encouraged
are
to
your
nibble
fucking
on that dick.
and he has like 3 hours till he suffocates in your bag.
Okay, well, I would also like to puncture a little bit of a hole towards the top of my bag so he has some breathing room. And also, I would like to note, just as a DM tip, I still have that mop head that used to be magic that's not magic anymore in there. So he can make a little bed with that if he would like.
He will
luxurious.
certainly make a shit show of your entire inventory. It'll be great.
Wait.
That's fine.
That
It's
mop
mostly
head
bottle caps.
tack through
This
that
is-
mop head, and it like Team Rocket blasted off again.
You're
That
right.
was just
to
the handle.
Oasis.
Yeah, it was just a handle. I still have the head.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mhm.
Goodness. Well,
Is that so?
Yeah.
I just turned to Togu and I'm just
Whoa.
like, do you know where this place is or not?
I've been walking towards Savannah all this whole time and just ignoring everything behind.
I just like run up behind Togu and I was like, hey, sorry we like broke your door down and stuff and woke you up, but at least you weren't woken up by a creepy old turtle.
So-
You know, that's a hell of a point.
I run up to Togu and I'm like, Togu, is this your receipt? And if so, is there anything else missing from you? Your inventory.
Is this my
Your-
what?
Your receipt. This is somebody bought a small pony and it was signed by Curl. I don't know if Curl is the. I guess technically Curl would be the buyer and not the sell. No, because who keeps a receipt signed by themselves? It'd have to be from the buyer. Back to my original thought, Togu. Is this your receipt?
Togu, you
And I show
look
him the
at this.
receipt.
You look at this small parchment, and